Upgrades.
Hey, what's going on to you guys? This is Samuel Lake here representing TeamJVS, here to give you guys another series review, and I cannot believe that I got the opportunity of being able to check this out early, and I'm talking about Squid Game. Not Squid Game 2, talking about Squid Game The Challenge. This is a real life version of Squid Game. Now, don't believe that anybody's gonna die, but the money is still on the table, and the deceit, the lies, the survival is still all the way there through this. It is insane. And the thing about it is that when you start to get like people starting to have factions, people that, you know, in their head, they're like, oh, I'm going to do this for this. I'm a partner. There's actually two people there. One is a mother and a son. And just watching them try to navigate through that. There are other ideas from the show with certain pairings of people that kind of pair together to try, like you might have like somebody that's a little bit older and wants to kind of mentor one of the young guys that just lost one of their friends. And the interesting thing about it is that they don't deviate from any of those specific tactics, games from the actual original show. Now, I can't wait for Squid Game 2 to come out. Now, don't get me wrong, but this comes out November 22nd and you guys don't want to miss it, because the thing is, my wife, she's never seen Squid Game. She's never seen the show at all. She was scared because it's going to be really gruesome. And I told her, I was like, I guarantee you, after you watch a little bit of this, you're going to want to watch Squid Game's, the actual show. And sure enough, she did. We were hooked. We went to the episode after episode after episode. They gave me the first 5 episodes, but it's a total of 10 episodes total. Now, the thing about it is that, yes, the money is on the table. And so each time somebody gets taken out, so to speak, more money is put on the pot. But $5 million is on the table, and it can only be one winner. The thing about it is that, you know, the first game is always red light, green light, right? But from that point, you don't know what they're going to do to deviate from what the people have seen before, because everybody's seen the show. Everybody that's on this has seen the show. But you also can't account for people's personalities, their prejudices, their fears, and it seems at time like their need to win. And that is the most fascinating thing about this, because the set designs are exactly the same. Like, they spared no expense. I don't know what the budget is with this one, but from the costumes, from the designs to the rooms, everything is so polished that it literally looks like they took everything from the original set and they just put these people in there. Because I think the thing is, after every single episode, you start to realize, you start to gravitate towards certain people, just like you did in the show. And so there was somebody that I was kind of gravitating to around like the second episode, and I was like, oh, wow, I really like this character. I really want them to succeed. And just like the original show, once you gravitate towards somebody, immediately they're going to pull the rug underneath you, and you realize this is cutthroat. Anybody can get it at any time. So it's kind of like, it's hard for you to kind of gravitate to somebody because they may get pulled out within the first episode, which I love personally. The other thing about this is that they make it so interesting because they allow you to be able to see the people's perspectives. Like most reality shows, like they kind of have like this intermission where the people are talking about what they feel, what's going on. Well, they checked on all these people, allowed them all to have conversation before they jumped into this, so that it could be a real organic moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's never a situation where it's like, okay, they kind of pulling away. The other thing about how the people actually are taking out, they're actually shot. They're shot with, and I don't know if it's going to change the blood in the actual finished polished version, but yeah, there's kind of like a pellet or something that's shot with the person. So say, you know, you don't make it through red light, green light, and all of a sudden you realize like, crap, you get shot, you got to kind of go down. Just and the way that some of these go, like some of the games that you are terrified of in the show are in this, and how they handle it. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but this is easily one of the most engaging shows like this that I've seen all year, and you guys are gonna love it, especially if you've seen the original series. But even if you haven't, and you're kind of like, I don't want to see any blood or gore, but I'm here for all the stakes. And I mean, I've talked to you guys about certain shows like Outlast and some other shows like cooking shows, but it's something about how they handle this that you can't stop. You really want to see where this all goes. But the other thing about it, just like the original as well, is that if one person makes one mistake, it could cost a whole line of people. It could cost up to 100 people like their opportunity to win. And so your foundation is based on other people and also who you are. And so there are also mind games that happen. You guys know the mind games that happen after dark and during the time when they're supposed to be resting. Those mind games still happen. It's just how they're able to do them is very fascinating. I don't want to spoil anything in this one. I'm just going to tell you, this is an easy 10 out of 10. I really loved it, and I can't wait to see the back half of the season. I think your guys are going to be really engaged by it, but don't take my word for it. Go and check it out November 22nd on Netflix. I'll talk to you guys soon. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Thanks, guys.
Filing out the top